I have been a cyclist for 12 years now. I dabbled in triathlon for a couple of years before I moved to track cycling, road cycling, eventually mountain bike and cyclocross. And I still do all of the disciplines to this day. I started sport from such a young age, and I had so many influential people on that path, whether they be coaches or friends or sort of when I was 15, I used to go out with the local guys and they would really look after me. And I suppose I've sort of taken that same approach to a lot of people that I've met along the way, obviously people younger than me, and tried to take on a bit of a mentoring role and give them a little bit of what I was given when I was younger. I've done a lot of different approaches to cycling. I've travelled on my own with my partner, I've travelled with big teams and small teams for all different types of sports, so I feel like I sort of have a lot to give back in that way. Yeah, so I'm 28 now. I think I've always wanted to be a coach. When I was at school, I loved maths and I loved numbers, and all through my junior years, I gravitated a lot towards things like power and heart rate, and started a degree in exercise science. So I knew that passion was there early on. I suppose over the years, my confidence has grown. I was always lacking that in terms of stepping into the coaching arena. So I think that now that I'm 28 and I've done a lot of bike races, I've won a lot of bike races, I feel like tactically, physically and mentally, I have a lot to give back as a coach. I think I'll probably relate to the athletes most like myself, so people who really do it for the enjoyment of the sport. And then I obviously love exciting athletes, people who really like to get the best out of their performances, so that'll probably be what I gravitate towards. I think women is a big thing that I'd like to sort of move into. I feel like a lot of women come into the sport strong, and there's a lot of other areas they really need to work on. I feel like I could give a lot there. But I also feel like I give a lot to people who don't want to venture to the professional side of sport. I feel like I've always been such a believer in the enjoyment of it that I can relate to people who don't necessarily want to take that next step.